Big Howard off CBBC's Big Howard and Little Howard.
Hello. Hello.
And he's doing a show today for a whole hour at the Lincolnshire Drill Hall. So when did you first create Howard?
I created him first in 2002. I was doing stand-up comedy for adults mainly, but I did a little bit of animation on the side, and I had to do an hour show at the Edinburgh Festival, and I had about half an hour's worth of jokes, and I wanted to pad it a bit, so I just created an animated character who could sort of pop in and interrupt me, and everyone liked it more than my jokes. And the next year I came back and did a show that was a double act. There was a whole hour of me and Little Howard, and we've done 4 or 5 live shows since then. And a couple of years ago I started doing it for families, because originally it was just for stand-up audiences, sort of over 18s. And as soon as I started doing it for families, it made sense. Lots of kids liked a man talking to a cartoon, it turns out. It didn't occur to me for ages. And then the CBBC thing happened, and sort of gone from there.
So what was your inspiration to make this almost cheeky little other half of yourself?
I don't know. I think I don't find myself very interesting. So I tend to do a lot of animation, and in the TV show, and not in this show, but in previous shows, there's other characters who come on, and so it's all basically characters that I can hide behind and write jokes for, and I get to be the boring one on stage, and they get to be the funny ones. So I think it's just an extension of my slightly odd personality.
Yes, very odd indeed. So obviously you've been pretty much everywhere. You've been on at least 2 shows that I've counted on CBBC, and as you said, you've been to Edinburgh and other places. Do you think the reaction that you're going to get in Lincoln is going to be similar?
I think so. I've done a show in Lincoln before, and they're brilliant. I love Lincoln. Generally, people like it the same, or hate it the same, depending on how you go down.
I don't think anyone could hate Little Howard. He's adorable.
Yeah, they can hate me.
They can hate you.
I'm the one that
It's fairly easy to hate you. No, not really. I'm only joking. No, I'm only joking, don't worry. So, as well as all the other things you talked about, inspiration, but how long does it take you just to make 1 hour's worth of Little Howard?
This has got 3D animation in as well, and 3D with 3D glasses animation. So another animator did that who worked with that thing. So probably a month doing the 2D animation that I do myself, and probably another month the other guy doing that, so 2 months, I guess.
So I've read your almost blurb for the show where he finds the pencil that made him and the rubber that can rub him out.
Yes.
Is it a bit kind of a cartoon horror story?
It's kind of quite. It's got some. There's a bit of a scary character in it called the Grim Rubber, who is death for cartoon characters. And I can probably show you this. This is the magic pencil of life and death, and that is the rubber that can destroy you.
Okay, just don't point it at me.
No, it's very dangerous. Yes, and so he finds out about that. It's all about that changing hands and sort of. Yes, okay. I couldn't give any more away. I'd have to kill you.
As a final question, if Little Howard was ever ill, do you reckon I'd be able to fill into him?
Yes, probably, yeah.
Good.
You probably need to be a bit shorter. We'd have to saw your legs off or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Big Howard.
Thank you very much for having me.